YouTube decided I'm no longer allowed to use the music in my intro, so now, until I find another one, you're stuck with my voice.
What is up, guys? This is Yugioh coming at you with a kind of old video that was done about a year and a half ago by Underworld 6667 by Dan himself, and I asked him if I could kind of get this video re-going again because it's been a long time since he originally did the video, and I thought it'd be quite cool to get the community interacting with itself once again as he did, and it's just a good idea in my opinion. So yeah, this is basically Tag Your It 2014. Basically the questions are going to be exactly the same, and I'm going to go through and answer them, and I'm going to tag 5 people at the end. Very much like him, kind of carbon copying what he did because it's a good prospect on how to get the actual video out there. Then you just tag 2 people, whoever you want at the end, and kind of go from there. So the first question is, what is your real name? My name is Will Lucas. That's kind of basically it. It's very simple, as opposed to my username, which is Yugioh, that a lot of people get confused with, so apologies with that. How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh? Number 2. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh from the very kind of day one. I always remember that me and my high school mates, we were in one of the markets down in my hometown, and we were there on a Saturday, and we were in we walked past a comic book shop and saw that this cool little thing with the starter decks, and we were just like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, what is this? And we went in, we inquired about it, basically bought them straight away, and went home and just played it constantly. I had the Kyber structure deck, and a lot of my mates had the Yugi one. I was just always kind of just a big fan of that and went on from there, really. So yeah, it was really cool, and I've played it ever since. I took a hiatus in my university days because I couldn't really fund it, both of them side by side. Yeah, that was it really, so that's kind of how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Number 3, why or how did you start Yugitubing? I started about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now. I basically got into it because I wanted to do it. I thought it'd be something cool to do. I didn't really expect anything to come of it. It was just kind of to throw up some of my old things. Some of my original stuff arguably isn't as bad as other people's when they first started out, because I started out kind of with good quality camera, so it didn't look too bad, but there was no editing and there was a lot of umming and ahhing and such, so it was a little bit of a low end kind of product to watch, but it was something, we all have to start somewhere, and that's kind of basically why I got into it. There was one guy at my locals in Bristol called Usually, so that's his YouTube channel, kind of looked up to him doing it, and then 2 other people that I kind of looked up to when I started to get into it, and so on and so forth. Obviously there's the big American names and Canadian names, but they were the main people that kind of inspired me because I was speaking to them a lot more. Number 4, what is the best time you ever had at a Yu-Gi-Oh event? This is probably going to be one of the regionals that I went to. It was kind of in, I think it was the 6th or 7th round, and I've spoke about this before, but it was down to the wire. I was playing Hunders, he was playing Evil Sworn. We were kind of trying not to go into time. 1-1 each after really good games, and we were just like, come on, let's do quick plays, because we don't want to go into time, because he was a really sound guy. We had barely any cards left. Basically it came down to me having 1 card in my hand, and he had a Evil Sworn Orpheon with 1 material and 1 set, no cards in his hand, and I was just like, I had gone through so many things. I'd gone through a Cowboy as well just to try and get life points down, and he was only on 1-5 or something. It kind of went down to the wire, and I drew. Before I drew, I was thinking, what could that face down be? And I was like, it's got to be Pandemic, because he hadn't searched for it. He had only played 2, and I was like, that's the only option it could be. He still had cards in his deck, but I was like, it's got to be the only thing, because I attacked beforehand and he hadn't activated anything. So I drew, and it ended up being Mahunda. So basically went summon, overlay, picked up my extra deck, and they were just like, oh, what's he going for? Has he got another Cowboy to try and stall for time, because that would have put me on more life points, and all this and all that. And basically I summoned Starleech Paladynamo, and the people around us, it was really funny. My mate Pusley was behind me, and he just laughed because he saw what was coming, and everyone else, the kind of rippling effect was oh. So yeah, detached and attacked the game, and it was really good fun, but loads of people were laughing, just being like, yeah, I didn't expect that, because they thought I had gone through them all, and they had all thought that it was game over for me because they thought I had gone through a lot of my extra deck. So yeah, that was really fun. Number 5, what is my favourite deck? That's a really difficult one, but I'm going to have to go with Herald of Perfection. It's just a deck that, I'm known for, and it's the one that I love kind of playing, different variants, so on and so forth. I know I've only got kind of 2 variants up on my channel recently, but I'm exploring a lot more into some of the older ones and some very different ones, so I hope you enjoy them when they come up. And yes, but Herald of Perfection has to be up there. Very, very close and pipped to the post by other decks that I really love, like Demise OTK deck, which I've never put on my channel, but you can expect soon. Heretics, Hunters, all of these I love so much. Number 6, why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? For fun. I play it for fun, I play it to see friends, I play it to kind of like travel around and meet up with people. Kind of, you know, it's something creative. It's a really creative outlet for me because I can do like editing, I can do different things with the sound effects, I can, you know, build decks, and it's just something really fun and creative that I enjoy doing. That's why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's kind of one of the big reasons, and it's mainly for being with friends and just having fun. And finally, so this is the part where you guys would normally tag 2 people, but I'm going to tag 5 just to get the ball rolling. Originally as Dan did. I do hope that these people will comment and make a video response. If not, it's fine. I do realise I'm reaching a little bit to some people, but you know, you got to aim high, so why the hell not? So the first guy is going to be the one and only Underworld 6667. It's got to be Dan. It's got to go back to him for the very first time, the very first person to tag. He might not do it, but if he does, that'd be sound. And I'd just kind of like to hear what's changed for him, really, if anything has changed. So it'd be quite a cool one if he does do it. Next one is going to be one of my buddies, Siraj, Pokemon I. Definitely want you to make a video response to this because this would be very cool to see you kind of do a video, and I'll see you on Sunday. Next one is Brain Freeze Laser. Now this guy is such a legend. Definitely want to hear what he has to say. He's been talking more and more, and it would be great if he would be able to do a video response. Other one is Kenneth Galactic God. Really want to hear your response to this. It'd be very cool to see you do a video response and just kind of find out a bit about you more. I know that you do occasional videos like this, but being able to kind of tag you and just go from there, be very cool to see. And then the last one is the guy who has been getting a lot of attention recently, jumping around on different channels, Nim Nim. So definitely want to hear from Nim Nim. He's a cool guy, I spoke to him quite a lot. Why not get the ball rolling with you as well? So cheers guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video and something that I'm kind of just re-energizing from the past. It's something cool to bring the community together, no matter how big or small you are. Definitely go out there and make the video. Even if you aren't tagged, just pretend to tag yourself, make the video, get it out there, tag your friends, tag anyone you want, and absolutely go for it. So cheers guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and get tagging. Don't forget, tag, you're it.